It's time for the best coverage of high school football in the Valley. This is the Best Local Sports Show with Blake Arthur and Taylor Begley.
Ding, ding, bring it and ring it from the East Valley to the High Desert. One bell ain't enough, you better make it two. Indio and Coachella Valley renew their rivalry, as does Yucca Valley and 29 Palms, both in battles for the bell.
Plus, the Desert Empire League champ was pretty much decided on Thursday, but still plenty to play for, especially Palm Springs, who could still technically earn a share of the crown. It's week 4 of high school football on the Best Local Sports Show. Let's go.
You're watching the Best Local Sports Show with Blake and Taylor.
Welcome into the Week 4 edition of the Best Local Sports Show. Blake Arthur alongside Taylor Begley. And Taylor, we had 5 games on this Friday, a full Friday 5, if you will. 2 of them long-standing rivalries with their respective bell game.
Yeah, Blake, we'll get to Yucca Valley and 29 Palms in just a second, but we start with the oldest rivalry in the Valley, Indio and Coachella Valley, in their 61st battle for the bell.
Yeah, Taylor, and it's been all Arabs of late, having won every game since 2011. So the Rajas desperately wanting to end that losing streak, but CV wasn't going to let that happen. They were in complete control. Sebastian Camarena, former Student Athlete of the Week and a senior star for the Arabs, getting the party started there with a score in his final game as a senior. And more senior playmaking, Jonathan Martinez, get him the rock and let him work. CV cruising early and en route to another victory. Hugo Sandoval had all night to throw and find his guys in green. It's Camarena again. As CV, they shut out Indio 47-zip. The Arabs win the 61st bell game and finish their season a perfect 4-0. What a year it was for the Arabs. COVID and all, a lot to be proud of for CV.
I came in this game like it's my senior year. Well, I wasn't expecting this to end so quick, but I mean, I did what I had to do, and we got the dub.
Well, you know, it's just a matter about playing as a team. You know what I mean? It wasn't perfect all the time. We made mistakes. There were places where we should have done one thing, we did the other, and that happens in a game, and especially in a rivalry game. I think the key was the teamwork, and the key was that everybody decided at no point were they going to take the pedal off, their foot off the pedal. They're going to make sure they continue to give full effort the whole way and continue to raise the hopes and expectations and the energy of their teammates. And that's what I wanted them to see the season as an opportunity to really see themselves as a team and a family and play like that.
What a win for CV. Gotta love that bell ringing. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it sounds better than you trying to pretend to be the bell.
Well, you gotta ad-lib.
Have a little fun.
Gotta make do. All right, time for the other battle for the bell. Taylor, up on the High Desert with Yucca Valley and 29 Palms.
Yeah, Blake, and this one has favored the Wildcats. 29 Palms leads the overall series 33-19. In fact, they've only lost in the last 18 meetings one time, and that was the last time. The Trojans came into this year's game with the bragging rights and with the bell, of course. So it's the 53rd battle of the bell, and there she is, 29 Palms, trying to get back what they feel is theirs. Carson Estrada here, the quarterback, with the pass to running back Chris Pacheco, another former Student Athlete of the Week there for the big gain. Pacheco did not want to go down on that one, and he eventually would, but he took a couple defenders with him. And now more Pacheco and Estrada, the dynamic duo. This time, Pacheco would find his way to the end zone. So 29 Palms goes up 6-0, but Yucca Valley would answer. Senior quarterback Noah Morones escapes, and there he goes. A nice gain for Yucca Valley. They would score later in the drive right here. Stephon Rogers punching it in. The Trojans take a 7-6 lead. So the Trojans did lead right here at the end of the first quarter, but that would be their only lead in the game. It was all 29 Palms after that. Estrada to Jacob Hueso there for another big gain. The Wildcats win it 43-7. 29 Palms takes back the bell from rival Yucca Valley. Pretty good.
All right, yeah, and crazy enough, Jeremy Johnson used to be at 29 Palms, now at Yucca Valley, so adding to that rivalry is always fun. All right, hey, we're just getting started with the show. Coming up next, we get into the Desert Empire League with 2 games on tap this Friday night, one of which includes La Quinta looking for and almost getting their first win of the year.
Plus, could Palm Springs make it 3 in a row? 3 straight wins for them and 3 straight losses for their opponent? You're going to find out. Don't go anywhere. You're watching high school football on the best local sports show.
Go in! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Give me 3 break! Give me 3 break! Give me 3 break! Yucca, yucca, yucca! Let's go!
I'm Isaiah and I'm Elijah. And we're the Go Brothers. Name that goat.
You're watching the best local sports show with Blake and Taylor.
I mean, that is the energy I need. Welcome back to the Best Local Sports Show. Taylor Begley alongside Blake Arthur. And Blake, let's dive into the Desert Empire League. We had a thriller Thursday night, leaving us with 2 on tap for Friday night.
Yeah, that was my guy Keith, by the way. Love his energy. Palm Springs still has an outside shot at a league title, Taylor. Despite what happened Thursday with Palm Desert, the Indians need help, but they control their outcome, at least on their side, like games like tonight against Shadow Hills. Ralph Watts Stadium, the site for this one between the Indians and the Knights. 2 teams trending in opposite directions. Palm Springs trying to win their 3rd in a row, while Shadow Hills trying to avoid their 3rd shutout loss in a row. And first play from scrimmage offensively, Darian Bryant shakes a defender and he gone. 7-0 Tribe. So that was the first offensive play from scrimmage. How about the second offensive play? Thunder and Lightning, Arion Kapler. Kapler scores to make it 14-0.
Hit you both
Palm
ways.
Springs, before you could even get a hot dog at the ball game, they're up 14-0. Third offensive play now. Could they score 3 in a row? Well, it looked like a touchdown, but it's coughed up.
Oh, no.
And the ball is recovered by Shadow Hills. So a break for the Knights, as the Indians looked like they were going to make it 21-0. Indians actually had a couple turnovers in the first half here, Taylor. They haven't had any all year.
Wow.
That's what their coaches were telling me, but here's another one. 2 in the first quarter on the option. Good news for Palm Springs, though. Didn't really matter at all. Shadow could not convert. This was all Tribe all the time. Isaiah Goad, name that Goad, runs it in for the easy score. Palm Springs put it on Shadow Hills, who gets shut out for a 3rd straight game. 49-0 Indians over the Knights. Tribe still have that outside shot at a share of the league title.
Now to La Quinta, looking for its first league win since 2018, hosting Xavier Prep. The Saints looking to bounce back after a big loss to Palm Desert last week. So here we go. Ryder Ruiz airing this one out here to Otis Taylor, sophomore to sophomore. It's good for 67 yards and the touchdown. Saints up in the first quarter. But the Blackhawks would answer. Mason Conway here takes the handoff for the touchdown there. So all tied up at 7. This was a pretty tight game here. Second quarter now. Saints driving. Junior running back Michael Johnson. I know you love him.
Love 24.
Going for the touchdown. The refs mark him down, though, just short. Ruiz would then sneak it in a play later. The Saints take back the lead 14-7 there.
Ruiz's mom, big fan of the program, Taylor.
Yeah. Shout out. The Saints, they were also looking good. So that was the score at the end of the first half. Big stops by the Saints. Defense in the red zone. That held it at 14-7 at the end of the first half. Again, the Saints would then go on to take the lead. It was a battle all the way, though. 26-21 the final. The Saints improved to 2-2, and La Quinta dropping to 0-4. The Blackhawks have one final chance for a win next week against a tough opponent, Palm Desert, in the flag game. Now, speaking of Palm Desert.
Speaking of Palm Desert, look at the producing of that. Little Segway City is what we call it in the business. Back to the Thursday thriller between Palm Desert and Rancho Mirage. This was a gritty, low-scoring game. Just 2 touchdowns in the entire game. Palm Desert getting the first one. Daniel Carter to Marshall Platt made it 7-0 Aztecs. PD would get the ball right back, and it's Carter with time in the pocket. You don't see him make mistakes. I mean, this is a good player, but he throws it right to the Rancho defender. And you feel for Carter because he actually had to leave this game in the second half due to injury, so hopefully he's okay. Coach McComb telling us it's an ankle injury, but we'll see what his status is for next week. Rattlers would convert on the turnover, and on 4th down, nonetheless, Cesar Vela to Ty Hirschberger, double-double, extra grilled onions, stays on his feet, and he gets into the end zone. So we were all tied at 7. Big drive for Palm Desert just before the half. Our boy, Ani Joe, you're watching the Best Local Sports Show.
The Joe Show.
On the Joe Show. Nice run off the left side, and Taylor, that would set up a huge field goal for the half.
Big field goal. Talk about, I mean, a game changer right there. Didn't know it at the time, but that would be the difference in the game. Josh McElroy with the big 3 points there. Second half was much of the same. Both teams playing for field position and good defense. Cesar Vela doing what he can to make a play, but the desperation effort is intercepted. Israel Arteaga with the pick. That would seal the win. And, I mean, another play of the week right there with the coach pulling Macomb off the field. They didn't need any more penalties before they took the knee for the win. Palm Desert pulls it out over Rancho Mirage 10-7. The Aztecs survive and earn a share of their 4th straight league title. Somehow, some way, PD does it again.
Proud of the kids, proud of the coaching staff. Great week of preparation, but like I told them, when you win 22 straight, they're not all going to be pretty, but it's about, buckling down when it counts and making plays, and that's what we did tonight.
It means everything. We worked our butts off the whole offseason. It was a long offseason this time, and we kept working, and we went out here and we got the win.
It means so much to me. I mean, I've been part of Coach McComb's journey all the way, and just seeing this team, build from the bottom and come out strong and 22 league games right in a row. I mean, that's an amazing feeling to me.
Rancho came to play hard, and everybody's going to play their best against us. It's been almost 6 years since somebody's beat us in the league, or in the Valley. So obviously everybody's going to come and wants to knock us off. But they did a good job, and they made some adjustments for their game plan. You could tell offensively and defensively. But I don't know. It's good to come out on top.
Another show, another Palm Desert win, and another league title. I mean, wow. All right, hey, don't go anywhere. We have more football left in the program. Cathedral City looking to keep their win streak going at home against Banning.
Plus, you waited all show for this. The Play of the Week nominees will be revealed after the break. You're watching high school football on the Best Local Sports Show.
You're watching the Best Local Sports Show with Blake and Taylor.
Welcome back to the Best Local Sports Show. Blake Arthur alongside Taylor Begley. We finish up our highlight portion of the show with Cathedral City. Hey, the Lions are legit this year. They came into this game on a two-game win streak. Two-game win streak.
Yeah, Blake, and in those games, the Lions have outscored their opponents 58-6, including a shutout last week of Yucca Valley. So tonight at home against Banning, and some great camera work here by our guy, Wes Williams. Shout out, nice little pool shot there at Cathedral City High School.
It's almost pool weather.
Yeah, it felt like it out there. O'Shea Wallace to his guy, Frank Valentino, 36 yards for the touchdown to extend the Lions' lead there. The Lions, they were just rolling. They're legit, like you said, dominating in all phases of the game. Christian Serrano with the punt block. And then the offense just continued to roll. Wallace with the fake, he dodges some defenders and then would take it all the way in for the score, making it look too easy out there. Cat City wins big, 53-13 the final. The Lions are now 3-1 on the season. They're set to play Desert Hot Springs for the season finale next week.
And speaking of Desert Hot Springs, again, Taylor, excellent producing work by you and Evan Sanford.
Guiding you right there.
DHS went on the road to El Centro to play Central Union on Thursday. They were supposed to play Desert Mirage, but the Rams had to forfeit their season due to lack of players. So the Rams finished their year 0-1. They are not going to have a game in Week 5 either, so their season is done. Desert Hot Springs loses 28-0 on Thursday.
All right, let's get right to our Play of the Week nominees. Here is nominee number 1, Sebastian Camarena, the reigning champion here for Play of the Week with the catch, the juke, the touchdown, and looking to defend his title again this week. He's nominee number 1.
Guy gets a lot of votes. Nominee number 2, Darian Bryant, the shake, the bake, and the take. What a move, what a cut, the touchdown there for DB24.
Would not want to tackle him.
No.
And now we go to nominee number 3. It is O'Shea Wallace. You just saw this play, but let's watch it again. O'Shea Wallace dodging the defenders, making it look too easy, slicing through the defense and into the end zone. That is Play of the Week number 2. Now make sure you vote. Log on to our website, KESQ.com. Look for the poll. You can vote as many times as you want for your favorite play, and we will reveal the winner on Monday.
That we will, and that wraps up the Week 4 edition of the Best Local Sports Show. We'll see you next week for the final week of this shortened 5-game season. Have a great weekend.